So let me welcome back and let me tell you a little bit about the poem.
Okay, sir.
Another beautiful and exquisite poem by Andrew Marvell. And the name of the poem is To His Coy Mistress. And by the time you have known the meaning of the word coy, Yasin, what's the meaning of the word coy? Lajuk. So there's nothing to be coy about making love, right? This is what Andrew Marvell is trying to communicate. যে প্রেমের মধ্যে কয় হওয়ার লজ্জার কিছু নাই হ্যাঁ he's advancing, okay. Well, so as I told you, it's a beautiful poem. If you read the poem, you'll enjoy and you will find some physical connections here, and you will find some abstract connections here as well. So in this poem, as I told you, the meaning of coy mistress, meaning shy, the speaker is addressing his mistress, his beloved, as a shy beloved, and trying to convince her not to be shy with him. Who is him? The man, right? Yes. The hero, okay, the speaker. So speaker is usually আমরা ধরেই নিচ্ছি আমাদের the poet Andrew Marvell. So what the speaker is doing here is trying to seduce her to go to bed, right? And he's saying he's trying to convince her to enjoy the pleasures of life before the death, because death takes over everything, right? So here in this poem you'll find that takes over the entire poem. And the poet is also describing grotesque pictures of death in this poem. And it's a carpe diem poem. A carpe diem poem is, the phrase carpe diem? C-A-R-P-E-D-I-E-M. Carpe diem means, it's a phrase that is used to mean that enjoy yourself, okay, when you have time. That means live in present, not in the future, right? So a carpe diem poem, you can use another, phrase for the word carpe diem, seize the day. অথবা আরেকটা ওয়ার্ড ইউজ করতে পারো plug the day. Plug the day মানে হলো enjoy yourself. That's as long as you are alive. আমরা বলি না ওই যে ফুর্তি করো কি একটা ফ্রেজ আছে না, খাও দাও ফুর্তি করো, দ্যাটস অল। দ্যাট মিন্স মরে গেলে তো শেষ, আর ফুর্তি করতে পারবে না। সো এটা মানে হলো, সো বিফোর ইউ ডাই এনজয় ইউরসেলফ, রাইট? সো দিস ইজ এ কার্পে ডিয়াম পোয়েম। এটা কোন ধরনের পোয়েম বলো তো? কার্পে ডিয়াম পোয়েম। ওকে, ভেরি গুড। অ্যান্ড কার্পে ডিয়ামের দুইটা সিনোনিমস অ্যাজ আই হ্যাভ মেনশনড হিয়ার। প্লাগ দ্য ডে, গুড। অ্যানাদার ওয়ান কি বলতেন? সিজ দ্য ডে, হ্যাঁ, মানে এনজয় ইউরসেলফ, দ্যাটস অল। So ekhane, that's all about this poem. The poet is trying to convince her to accept his proposal. Whose proposal? The speaker's proposal. What's the speaker's proposal? The speaker, an intention. The speaker's proposal is to, be intimate with him. And in order to make her understand that it's not a big deal to be intimate in love. And you look at the title of the poem, Coy Mistress. তার মানে yes, yeah, that is kind of, he is convincing there as well. Here we have another poet.
And sir,
yes,
totally opposite to yes sir.
Yeah, to the other one, yeah, valediction forbidding. So this is how you need to contribute in the classroom. যে ও একটা কথা বললো, তুমি একটা বলো। So all of you need to contribute to a class discussion, right? You need not think about the correction, accuracy, হ্যাঁ, তুমি তোমার কারেক্ট হবে কি হবে না ওইগুলোতে বাদ যাও, আমি বলতে পারলাম কি পারলাম, that's important. So is everything clear about the poem primarily, right? Okay, now you need to do your part, right? You go through the poem and then discuss with your peers and then discuss with the rest of the class what you understand, right? So that you can communicate the basic ideas about the poem as well. Okay, then go on, read. And from each of the groups, from each of the groups, one needs to recite the poem. এখন তোমরা ডিসিশন নাও, তোমাদের গ্রুপের কে কবিতাটা রিসাইট করবে, তোমাদের গ্রুপের কে রিসাইট করবে, তোমাদের গ্রুপের কে রিসাইট করবে। বাট ফিল ফ্রি টু কল মি ফর এনিথিং, রাইট? ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এনি কোয়ারি, feel free to ask in the class, right? So then everyone can contribute to the query, right? Okay then.